Hey Leo, welcome to your Angel Tarot card deck. Angel Tarot card reading for the month of August 2019. Um, just a quick reminder, these are general readings, so if you ever would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website angelawakening.net or follow the links in the description box. I do have discounts, so please take advantage of those. And just a quick reminder, take what resonates, discard the rest. I'm not a financial expert, a doctor, a therapist, a counselor. I'm just trying to provide guidance where I am being personally guided to assist you. It's a little late in the evening, so I'm probably moving slower than I would hope, but wanted to address some of what I think is happening for some of us in the June, July, August time frame. I know that your message for July was, to try to take it slow, make some cautious decisions, taking your time, going step by step. And one of the messages I got as I began your cards was that maybe some of you did that and still ended up disappointed, or some of you did not and are still disappointed. So I'm just getting the sense of kind of an overlying disappointment in the way some things maybe have turned out, or in the way you feel like some things are progressing or not progressing. And so just wanted to kind of address that, as the message I was getting back was that is a temporary feeling, and some of it can be just because there was one small issue or one small event. And I say small, I mean, in your world, it can be it could be a major thing. But the reality is that it was just one slice of the pie here. There are other factors, there are other considerations. The final decision has not necessarily come to a close. Things can still change and evolve, and you can still benefit, and so can the people around you. So to just keep don't write off entirely whatever it is that you're going through as having been a failure, or a negative experience, or something that didn't turn out, because something could surprise you, and or something could come back around, or you could find out that there was actually a blessing in disguise with something that happened. So let's see if the cards confirm that for us, or want to take us in a different direction. Your first card is the Three of Fire. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. Okay, so yeah, it's continuing to have patience. This could also be a Gemini in your life, or a Gemini that you're working with, or your significant other, or you maybe trying to bring in some of those Gemini qualities of, trying to be more communicative, trying to be more social at this time, when really you're kind of wanting to just sit in a corner. You're just kind of, exhausted with the way some things have turned out. but this is really saying that this is a positive time for you, and you know, it's, as much as you feel like you need to kind of take a break, it's really the time for you to keep going and keep pushing ahead. Um, and it could be to a new project. It could be to continue working on the one that you have been. Um, to review, step back and review everything that has been set up until this point, and how do you think it looks? Is it really the blueprint that you envisioned? Is it the foundation that you envisioned to be this part of your long-term destiny? And yeah, you're going to want to appreciate how far you've come. And I think that was the main message of the introduction, was that there needs to be an appreciation for how far you have come, even when it feels like things are moving, in quicksand and you're just plodding along. More patience, but that gives you time to explore possibilities and explore how you want to move forward in a business or personal relationship. So, the positive side of this is that if things don't look like they're moving in your favor, like I said, it's because you're not, you are looking at the short term, and that's understandable because that's how we, typically operate. But that there are some very positive long-term stakes that you've put into the ground, and the idea is that, you making a claim of, hey, I'm willing to work, and I'm willing to work hard at something, fire being a number of passion, and the element of passion, and yeah, I mean, you're motivated. I think one of your issues is that you're staying motivated because you want to see some short-term result, and that hasn't been happening for some of you, and that's been super frustrating. So appreciate how far you've come to build what you've built so far. Appreciate what this can look like in the future and for your long-term investments, and understand that is a very valuable appreciation. It's not just some fluff. 5 of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Okay, so there could be at this point, there could be, for some of you, an opportunity that, looks like, all right, I'm going to get out of my current situation by just doing something completely different. And I'm not really wanting to stick around and see how this plays out. I'm kind of over it. And, that was one of the messages that I was getting as we kicked off the reading, was that, there has been this sense of disappointment, and 5 is also the number of change, and so I feel like you're wanting to make a change. You're wanting to see change happen, and if it's not happening because of the work you're doing now, well, then you're going to make it happen, and you're going to do something different. And the problem is that you maybe haven't either explored all your options, or you haven't attempted to get some additional help. And this can be the time when you're guidance, even your inner guidance, is saying, look, if you're willing to accept that maybe you don't have all the answers right now, and that you've come as far as you can alone in trying to solve some of your issues and challenges, then help can just suddenly appear to you and provide you with what you need. So look for signs, look for inspiration, look for messages that can happen at any moment of the day. Very subtle things can come to you right now if you're willing to appreciate that you can't do it all by yourself, and that any assistance that you get right now can only benefit you. So this, and I'm getting this message for all of us. This is, I think, going to be a theme throughout the rest of the year. It's probably a theme throughout the rest of our lives, but especially right now, it's really challenging, I think, for us to not focus on something negative and not focus on things that disappointed us or made us unhappy. But when we do that, it just puts us on a path of not seeing all of the opportunities and puts us on a path of difficulties, and for more challenges to pop up. So, really make an effort to not be a part of self-fulfilling prophecies and keep your thoughts positive and focus on what you want. And I love this image here. It's a little boy. It's a little boy fairy asking for help when he needs it. And, because when we're not willing to admit that we need help, then it can translate into all these other issues in our lives, and that can mean financial as well. And so just take out of your mindset that you're alone, that nobody is available, that nobody understands, that nobody is willing, because you do have people around you who care. And if you ask for help, if you ask the universe, you will find opportunities. You just need to open up and be willing to say, look, I can't do it all on my own. I'm going to need to seek some additional support if I need it. 5 of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So yeah, this is just not fun. It's just not necessarily a fun time. And I get it. It's challenging for everybody. And we get another 5 card. So, change is all around, but 5 is also the number of love. So love is around too. And you're experiencing challenges. There's no doubt. Other people around you are holding different goals and values, and there's potentially some disagreement as to how you should all proceed. And success in your current endeavor is absolutely still possible. It's just going to take more effort. It's going to take more patience. It's going to take going back over the situation, trying to understand everybody's viewpoint, looking at the documents again, looking at the contracts again, looking at your relationships again, and really trying to find where that middle ground is so that you can all solve this problem, solve this challenge. And there could be a need for more clarity. You could be wanting other people to be more forthright and honest up front. And this could be where this third party should come in, where you start to seek help. I'm getting this for a lot of signs in the month of August, that if we have done everything we can absolutely positively do, there is no shame in asking for a third party advisor, mentor, mediator. It could be anybody that you trust that's a friend or family member or an objective viewpoint, and you may already know this person, or this could be somebody you seek out at a church, or a community organization, or somebody within your company, in HR or other departments, or if it's a school, an advisor, or if it's family, if this is a family friend who sees both sides. I mean, something where through whatever issue is really pressing right now, be it financial, emotional, practical, logistical, whatever it is, think through who the right person could be to come in and help you all identify what the next step is, what this next phase in the process of finding a solution is. And again, once you open up to the opportunity that, yeah, having another, person come in and at least give their opinion can really help to throw some water on this fire. Passion is great, but everybody is pretty riled up right now. And I think people on both sides are failing to see how much work has been done to get you all as far as you've gotten. And this could be you included, or you could be, the person who's seeing, look at all this work, but nobody else does. Or this could be the other party who keeps telling you, the other party could be a significant other, romantic or professional, personal. And they could be telling you, look at all the work. Look at everything that's been laid down that we have built. This is incredible. We should celebrate. We should be thankful. We should have gratitude. And that's just not where you're just not both seeing eye to eye on the situation. So I feel like in a lot of cases in August, we're all going to have certain clouded views about what's really happening, and clouded to the negative. And that doesn't need to happen. And the possibility that somebody could show you that is really prime right now. And the opportunity for you to benefit from this other person is great for all parties concerned. Oh my gosh, you're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. What were we just saying? And you guys, I got this card in the reverse. And here's why I think it was in the reverse. Because it is your mission for August to see that, yes, you in fact are being helped. You in fact do have a direct line to your guides, the angels, whatever you pray to, Source God, Mother, Father God. And this is absolutely confirmation that the more you can believe that you are being helped from the other side, the more you will continue to start to see all of these opportunities and possibilities come to you. And when you don't, that's when competing goals really become an issue. That's when details become more work and feel like they're just not worth it. But you're manifesting right now, and even if you can't see that proof, like I said, even if you can't see how everything is going to play out, it's absolutely happening. And the evidence will come to you in time. This card is just assuring you that your prayers are being heard and answered. And stay centered, have gratitude, and be open to other doors that are opening for you that, may surprise you when it happens. So one of the analogies that's a part of this card is when sailors are at sea, they can't see, necessarily everything that's happening on land until they get closer to land. And then they start to see branches floating and signs of life and birds flying and more birds than just a single. But yeah, and you're going to start to see simple but powerful signs that you're being helped and that there is a bridge that you're building, and you're just a little too far out from the end result at this point, and it's challenging for you to see it. Hawk, focus. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. So yeah, if you're just hyper focused on, what it is that you're wanting to accomplish, you're not letting negativity and you're not letting fears around, what happens if I can't make this work, or, you've got choices, and you really may just want to, make sure that you have fully selected so that you can fully commit whatever choice or option that is. And you're going to want to put all of your energy and fire and passion into it. And things will turn around, and you will get the support, and then you can arrange your priorities, and you can start to set some boundaries around people that, need to hear, no, this is what we're doing. This is the extra help I brought in. This is, what you don't want to do is get overwhelmed because you've got too many things that you're trying to accomplish, and you haven't developed this, as you're building this long term, or as you're building this, whatever your goal is, that you're potentially scattering too much of your energies, and you haven't really fully defined from a heart-centered place what it is that you're building out, and maybe that's why you can't see it. So as an example, if it would be you're going back to school, but you're realizing now, is that really I know I started to go back to school and that's what I thought I wanted to be, but now what exactly would I be doing? And so you're working on this education plan, but you don't really know what it's going to look like for work or for a long-term career, and that could potentially be your sign that you need to take another look at what it is you're studying. Maybe it's just a small shift in, what you're majoring in or something, what you're concentrating in. Maybe you thought you loved marketing, but you actually love sales, or vice versa, or, if it's a family situation, maybe you all have decided to build a house or something, and you thought this was going to be the dream home, and now you're kind of looking at each other and like, I don't know that this is where we want to live anymore. This is where we really want to build, and maybe you need to bring in an advisor, a third party, to help you figure out how do you renegotiate the contract, or get out of it, or stop the process or something. Those are extreme examples, but that's what I'm talking about, where it's something that you're invested in, and maybe you've been invested for a long time and you aren't seeing the results yet, and furthermore you're wondering what it's going to look like when you actually get them. But it's coming from a place where, how focused are you on what it is you're looking to build, and is it really what you have set out to to have for the long term? Is that really what you want? All right, so I hope that was valuable, Leo. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon.